Hey guys, MW3 here and welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Yes, I know, it's been a while, but with the release of ranked play in Modern Warfare 3 next week, I thought it'd be a great opportunity to jump back in and talk class setups. For anyone that don't know me, I am two-time iridescent and competitive game battles player. I constantly compete in COD and will be playing ranked play for the duration of Modern Warfare 3. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the class setup. So, without hesitation, let's jump straight into the class setup. I am a main AR player, so there are a couple classes. It's very standard in terms of what guns. It's literally MCW, the Rival 9, and a sniper class. There's two variations of the AR. The first one, the class setup on the screen here, it's your very no recoil class. It's for more your S&Ds, for your longer type engagements. Depending on whether you're abiding by GAs, will depend on what class you use. For the moment, we'll abide by the GAs. So this is the class setup here. Your rear grip, obviously you got the RB claw. It just helps with a bit of recoil control and gun kick control. Just helps with the overall recoil. You got the Regal heavy stock. That's your main source of recoil control. It's choice of sight really. The two that people use are the slate reflector and the MK3 reflector. Honestly, they're both really good. It's really just preference of choice. Pretty stock standard 16.5 Cyclone long barrel, just about on every single one of the classes. And then for the muzzle, you have the billeted brake. A lot of people swap it out. There is another variation. Some people use the sack and tread or the flash hider, other variations. It's really personal preference in terms of how you want your recoil pattern to be. Renetti class, pretty stock standard. I like to run a sight on my Renetti class. Then you run the 24 round mags just to give you that extra bit of magazine, especially if you're playing 3s or 4s, especially in ranked play, for those hard points, things like that. Definitely valuable to have that 24 round mag. The Bruin trigger, just help with the fire rate and things like that, help you get those bursts in just a touch quicker. Makes all the difference in 1v1 gunfights. With the wood grain grip, that just helps with the fast draw. It's on your gun, helps you bring the pistol up quicker for those quick engagements. And then just the short competition barrel, just with aim down, sight speed, movement speed, things like that, helps out dramatically. Before we kind of go to the other classes, pretty stock standard. You run the stun. You either run the frag or you run the Semtex. It's really personal preference. Trophy system or dead silence, they're both good. I would recommend the trophy system on an AR just for those head glitches and things like that. And then assault gloves, your dead silence, your covert sneakers, and your ED padding. You can swap out the ED padding for your tac mask if you're sick of getting stunned, which definitely happens a lot, especially in your hard points, things like that, where nades aren't too much of an issue if you have a trophy system. The second class is a variation of the MCW. This one is more of your closer range gunfights. So say for your hard points, things like that. It's lesser on the recoil control, obviously no muzzle, but the rest of the class stays the same. But you swap out the billeted brake for the DR6 hand stop. The two that people use are these two right here, the DR6 and the X10 Phantom. Honestly, I haven't noticed too much of a difference switching between the two. The go-to one right now is the DR6, but it's really personal preference, as many of these classes are. Also, if you're not willing to abide by GAs, you take off the rear claw grip and you put on the higher grain ammunition. It actually kills a bullet quicker. So you have more recoil with the gun, But in those medium to long range gunfights, instead of killing in 5 to 6 bullets, you're killing in 4 to 5. Like, you're killing that bullet quicker, which definitely makes a difference. If you can hit your shots, you're definitely killing a lot quicker. But for the moment, we'll leave the rear grip on. Subclass, I run a knife on my subclass. It's personal preference. Some people abide by GAs, which means the knife is essentially GA'd. But for the moment, I just have it left on until the GAs get finalised. The class setup here, very similar. It hasn't changed too much since the start of the game. Starting with the barrel, you got the clear shot barrel, just to help with that damage range and recoil control. You'll definitely notice a difference without the barrel. The barrel definitely makes a difference in controlling that recoil. You got Purify muzzle brake to help with that horizontal recoil. Pretty standard. DR6 hand stop, same as the MCW. That's for your aim down sight speeds and things like that. And then you have the Rival Vice assault grip to help with that gun kick control and the recoil control. And then last of all, you got the MTZ Marauder stock, and similar thing to help with the recoil. I know there's some variations with the stockless if you want that really close quarters, or you can use a close quarter stock. I know that's also viable, but just for me as an AR player, if I end up using a sub, I often try and chow the long range gunfights as well. I run a Semtex on my sub, as well as running Tac Mask and Dead Silence. So my class is a little bit different on my sub compared to my AR. Obviously, you're hitting more rush routes, things like that, especially if you're competing against the PC players. Dead Silence is definitely a must against those sound EQ abusers. Tac Mask, just if you get stunned, it's easier to chow a gunfight around the corner, or if you get hit by a stun while sliding and things like that, definitely helps you to recover quicker. And then a Semtex, just because it's easier to throw, it's like less time, you don't have to cook the frag, things like that. And last class, I use the Commando gloves to help with... No, I should be using the Marksman gloves to help with the sway and the flinch while ADSing. But other than that, the class is the same. It's the same Renetti pistol class. And then this is the sniper here. So you got the short barrel to help with aim down sight speed. You have the tactical stock pad, also help with aim down sight speed. You have the bolt, we'll call it the quick bolt. Not really sure what the bolt does, that's just part of the class. Just needed something extra to chuck on. The Phantom grip for your aim down sight speed, and then your bullet presentation for those wall bangs and things like that. But yeah, those are the main class setups. I have a separate class for my smoke, just so that you're not constantly swapping your stun and smoke and you're actually smoking people out when you mean to stun them. But yeah, they're the main classes for ranked play, and I'll be streaming ranked play next week. So if you check out the link in the description, that'll be a link to my Twitch channel. And we'll be hoping to hit Iridescent and push for the top 250 this season. It's definitely exciting. If you guys want me to go over the map set and the rule set, leave a comment below and I'll cover that in a different video. But that's all for now, guys, so I'll see you guys in the next video.